Well, I moved here like 20 years ago, and I was homeless, and I met Korey at Circle K. I was panhandling, he gave me some money, and we just became friends, and you couldn't ask for a better friend than him. He was just
good guy.
he was a good guy.
Big heart.
I loved him to death. He's the best friend anybody could have. Well, when I moved here, I was strung out, you know what I mean, on heroin, and Korey wanted me to get off it, and I did. He just hung around me all the time. I mean, we was always together. We went and recycled. He told me his problems, I told him mine, and it was like a father and son. We always went together, you know, places. He couldn't get rid of him.
I know.
You just couldn't get rid of
him. Tell him, Korey, it's time to go home.
But if he liked you, he'd walk 1,000 miles to get you $10 if you needed it. That's the kind of guy he was. Korey was over there earlier that day, and he needed like $400 to get the tags for his dad's truck.
His stepdad.
His stepdad. I mean, that kid took care of 15 people over there. And he asked me if I wanted to go with him or if I knew anywhere where he could make some quick money. And so it happened we was in my backyard playing horseshoes, and there was some pipe on the other side of the fence. And Korey seen it. He wanted to go over there and get it. And I told him that we could try it later. I would help him, you know, get the money. Well, when he left, me and my brother Ricky and my friend Frank seen somebody over on Frank's property. And a couple hours later, Korey came back, and I told him that there was some people over there that we wasn't going to go do it. And he gave me his word he wasn't going to go do it. He said he was going to go somewhere else and try to make the money. Apparently he lied to me. He went over that fence, and he never came back. But I know he was over there because I went back to the next morning and I looked over the fence, and some of the pipe was gone. And me, Korey, and my brother Ricky was the only one who knew it was back there. We caught him breaking into my sister's car, well, our cars. You came and said...
I came home.
Yeah, she came home and said there was somebody out there in the cars, and I went out there, and that's when I first met Frank. Well, he said he was somebody else. He said he was a private investigator, and he was over our house to see if we had any of his stolen property. And I told him I didn't know what he was talking about. Cops are called.
Mike let him look.
I let him look. I let him search the house. I let him search the barn. Every time he came over, I let him search. You know what I mean? And there was never nothing there. But every time he came over, he threatened. I mean, he kicked my door in. He kicked the gate in. It wasn't a nice conversation between us. I mean, it was always, I'm going to either beat your ass or send you to prison for the rest of your life. And I really didn't even know what he was talking about, you know, until like maybe up to the 7th or 8th time. He was like over there like 2 or 3 times a month. But every time he came over, I let him search. And he always accused me of going back there and stealing his stuff. And I didn't steal none of his stuff. I let him search every time he came over. Even the cops searched. But every time he came over, he identified himself as somebody else. It was Frank's brother, then it was a private investigator, and then it was somebody else. And the cops finally told us it was Frank Carson who was coming over there. He wouldn't just knock on the door. He would like try to kick the door open. I mean, literally kick it open. He
had
just
a temper, didn't he?
Oh, he had a bad temper. He didn't have no respect for nothing. He just kept coming back, like acting like he was beyond God. There was a hole in my fence, like my wife said. We'd come home and we'd catch people going in the backyard or coming out of the backyard. And the cops even told him a couple of times, why don't you fix the fence? And he wouldn't even fix the fence. I mean, it was just like he was wanting somebody to come back there. He really had it out for me bad, I guess.
The way the affidavit reads.
Yeah, the way the affidavit said, he was kind of obsessed with me. If I ever catch you or any of your friends in my backyard, and he goes, especially you, Mr. Cooley, he goes, I will kill you. And he goes,
nobody ever finds you.
Nobody ever finds your body. there was a young couple that lived up in front of us, and he said, I could burn your house down. And he looked over there at this guy and his little 3-year-old son, and he said, I could burn that house down too, with not anybody even knowing about it. The father heard what he said, and he came up and he said, did I hear exactly what he said? I said, yeah. He threatened to kill you and your son and me and my family too. Those two, that guy from Pop and Cork and Woody,
Oh, yeah,
Robert
they
Woody,
came over.
came over to my house and was trying to get me. And I went out there and confronted both of them, and we exchanged words, and they took off. They told me I needed my own business and keep my nose out of it where it don't belong. Mm-hmm. That was when Korey came up missing. But somebody to take somebody's life over $300 worth of aluminum, I love Korey like a son. And he never lied to me, but that day, and when he went over that fence, he told me, he said, Pops, I'm not going to go over there. And he took off. I got up the next morning, his bike was still there, and I knew something was up. I knew something was wrong. I wanted to be known that Korey was a good kid. He wasn't no thief. I mean, he wasn't a robber or trying to hurt anybody. He wasn't like that. I just missed the hell out of him. I wished I could turn back the hands of time. And I wish I would have never found that spot, because I'm going to go to my grave not knowing if I would have been with him, if it would have never happened.
What do you think would have happened that night if you had gone with him?
I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have got hurt. I don't think he would have died. I know in my heart he wouldn't have. I wish I could switch places with him. I wished I could. He was like my son.